So, Greek mythology consists of 12 deities who were said to reside at Mount Olympus, and we can't talk about all of them. So, we are going to talk about on 5 gods: Zeus, Dionysus, Aphrodite, Hermes, and Poseidon. Here, we are going to be Zagreus, son of Hades, and we will pass by all those gods.
Thunder. Is that? Is this really him? Okay. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Greetings there, young man. Look, your father's always been rather difficult, and he's not so much as called in quite some time. You'll have a better home where you belong, here on Olympus. And to help you on your journey, have my blessing.
Zeus was the king of the Olympian gods and the supreme deity in Greek mythology. Often referred as the father, as the god of thunder and the cloud-gatherer, he controlled the weather, offered signs and omens, and generally dispensed justice, guaranteeing order amongst both the gods and humanity, from his seat high on Mount Olympus. Zeus' father was Cronus and his mother Rhea. Cronus had usurped control of the heavens from his father, Uranus, and he was constantly worried about not having the same thing happen to him from his own children. So, to prevent any takeover, he swallowed all of his children, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. However, Rhea saved her youngest child, Zeus, by wrapping a stone in swaddling clothes and giving this to Cronus' swallow. Zeus was spirited away to Mount Decay, on the island of Crete, where he was raised by the primeval goddess Gaia, or in some versions by the nymphs. On reaching adulthood, Zeus made Cronus count back up the children he had swallowed, and Zeus then married his sister Hera. However, the lawless Titan, encouraged by Gaia, immediately tried to wrestle control of the world from the Olympian gods, in a 10-year battle known as the Titanic. The Titans were the brothers and sisters of Cronus, and it was only through the help of Cyclops, who made Zeus lightning bolts, and the 100-handed giants that Zeus was finally able to imprison the Titans in Tartarus, the deepest part of the Wonderworld, make himself ruler of the skies. Zeus then gave dominion over the seas to Poseidon and the Wonderworld to Hades.
That was revelry? People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I'll accept this message.
Hey there, Zag man, how's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving you a spot. Let me see what I can do. Make life a little sweeter for you in the meantime.
Dionysus was considered the god of vital cycles, parties, activities related to pleasure, insanity, religious rites, theater, and last but not least, the wine. It was also believed that he had the knowledge of making any kind of drug. He was one of the many sons of Zeus. His mother died right after his birth, caused by a trap of Hera, the wife of Zeus. In the tales, it said that Dionysus was saved by his father. It all happened when he was only 6 months old. Zeus removed Dionysus from the maternal womb and generated his son in his time until he was second birth. It is believed that he was born twice. He was one of the many sons of Zeus. In the tales, it was written that he was the last god to be accepted into Olympus, and he is also the only god that was born from a mortal.
Oh, it's her. That must be a mess. Let's see here. Hi there. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Why, hello there, little godling. I have to say, you're quite the specimen, and so I've decided I shall aid you for the moment. You interested?
Aphrodite was the ancient Greek goddess of love, beauty, desire, and all aspects of sexuality. She could entice both gods and men into illicit affairs with her beauty and whispered sweet nothings. Born near Cyprus, from the southern genitalia of the sky god Uranus, Aphrodite had a wider significance than the traditional view as a mere goddess of love. Worshipped by men, women, and city-state officials, Aphrodite also played a role in the commerce, warfare, and politics of ancient Greek cities. In addition, Aphrodite was honored as a protector of those who traveled by the sea and, less surprisingly, courtesans and prostitutes. The goddess' Roman equivalent was Venus. The Greek word aphros means foam, and Hesiod relates in his Theogony that Aphrodite was born from the white foam produced by the severe genitals of Uranus, heaven, after his son Cronos threw them into the sea. Of Aphrodite mortal lovers, the most important were Thorgin Safford archives, by whom she became the mother of Aeneas, and the handsome young Adonis, who was killed by a boar while hunting and was lamented by women at the festival of Adonia.
That's the last of them. This mark, almost like a bat wing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hey boss, found you. Good. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on, we've both got places to be.
Hermes, also called Mercury, was the son of Zeus and the nymph Maia, daughter of the giant Atlas. He is the god of speed and commerce. Hermes protected travelers and magicians, being known as the messenger of Hades, and charged with leading the dead into the underworld. He was responsible for the strokes of luck and the sudden changes in life, but he was also a defender of thieves, rascals, and cheaters. As soon as he was born, he fled the cradle and stole 50 heifers from his brother Apollo. Hermes, to escape punishment, put on his sandals backward, so that Apollo would follow a false trail. Then, using the shell of a turtle, he built the first lyre, which was given as a gift to his brother as a way to calm his fury. His brother liked the lyre so much that he gave him the caduceus, the golden rod that symbolizes peace and healing. Hermes' appearance is well known because of his helmet and sandals fitted with wings, which quickly carried him from one point to another in Greece.
Crashing waves, the trident. It's Uncle Number 2. It's got to be. Then, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Ahoy there, little Hades. You recognize your uncle, do you not? We've a lot of catching up to do, but first things first. You get yourself out of that dour underworld. As for me, I'll see if I can stir things up a bit to cover your advance.
Poseidon was the Greek god of the sea and rivers, creator of storms and floods, and the bringer of earthquakes and destruction. He was fierce, the most destructive of all ancient gods, but he was not always a negative force. He was a protector to mariners, and as a tamer of horses, the patron of that animal and horse breeding. He was the son of Cronos and Rhea, and brother of Zeus and Hades. He was a key figure in the battles for control in the universe between the Titans, the Giants, and the Olympus. On their victory, the three brothers drew lots to decide which domain they would raging over, and Poseidon gained the seas. The gods dwelled in magnificent golden mansions beneath sea, beautifully adorned with coral and sea flowers. Traditionally, this undersea place, which included the gods' stables of fine white horses, was located near Aedes, in Eobia. Seemingly not content with the seas alone, Poseidon often interfered in the plans of Zeus, and once even attempted to overthrow his brother with the aid of Hera and Athena. It was a punishment for his treachery, and Poseidon was made to build the magnificent walls of Troy. Poseidon's wife was the Nereid Amphirite, and his most famous son was Triton, who was half man, half fish. Two other children were Hode and Beneficne. However, as with the other divinities, Poseidon fathered many other offspring with various partners. Most notable are Theseus, Polypheus the Cyclops, Orion the Hunter, the flying horse Pegasus, the wild horse Arion, and the Charbit, the sheep-eating sea monster, which created terrible whirlpools. Poseidon was himself responsible for another terrible creature, the Minotaur. Minos' failure to sacrifice the bull given as a gift by the god resulted in Poseidon beating Minos' wife, Pasiphae, into falling in love with the bull. And the fruit of their amorous relationship was the half-man, half-bull creature which inhabited the labyrinth of Knossos.
It's just a tiny vermin.
Most of the images in this video were taken from the game Hades. Ah ha ha!